Um, what's up, everybody? I know it's been a while since I last been on here, but I am somewhat back actually. So, to kind of avoid, confusion for those that don't know me, my name is Mr. Quietstorm. I am a streamer, YouTuber, and I am somewhat of a writer. So, what are my short stories about? They are about my original characters. For the abbreviated version, I'm just going to call them OCs. They're about my OCs and about other streamers and their OCs, at least taking place in my universe. I have been writing maybe about, as I would think, I'd say about 10. I have about 10 now that I've written, and I written my very first one ever since I was in high school. Now, what this video is going to be about, yes, it's going to be about a short story. However, this short story belongs to the streamer known as Tycme. I will be writing these short stories out and then explain them in this kind of video format, but then maybe telling them in the point of view of like actually telling the story. But more on that later. So before we do get into a short story though, I do want to give a bit of an update of what I have been doing behind the scenes as well, as there has been a lot more stuff going on. Now, you're probably asking, what have I been doing behind the scenes? Because some of you haven't noticed, I've been not streaming on Twitch, or haven't been uploading to my YouTube channel, or even posting on my Twitter account. With my Twitter account, I am active on a lot. Well, that is because I hit writer's block, or creativity block. And I also wanted to write, or spend time working on my short stories, which I have finished a major short story that I have written before, which I'll post a video on that another time. Now, of course, the reason why the short stories are taking most of my time now, like I mentioned before earlier on, I don't know, I forgot. Like I mentioned before, I am writing is a passion. I love to write. Like I just love it. Of course, most people would hate it, but for me, with the way how my mind is and how creative I can get, yeah, I would say that I like writing. Plus, I have been going around and asking other streamers if I can put them, and if they are a part of a big group, their group, in a short story. And those short stories are connected to my main story. So basically I'm kind of, in a way, you can say that I'm writing a fan fiction about them, but I'm implementing their OCs, their characters that they have made, into my short story, while also making sure that those characters represents them, but also is kind of also representing what I've written in my short story as well. So another update that I've been doing is my Twitch channel. Over on my Twitch channel, I've been basically taking the time and days off to work on my Twitch channel trailer. However though, I need a few clips from the games that I mentioned in that trailer, because they're games that I have played and will play constantly. The only reason why I haven't been able to get those clips is because for some reason I cannot clip my previous streams that I have done. So it's put a major stop on what I was trying to get done. Of course, after a bit of a while, I just decided to kind of give up on it and just let it be. I'll, of course, revisit back another time, but as for right now, I'm just going to leave it be. So, the next thing I've been working on is my Discord server, my Instagram, my Twitch, not my Twitch, my Twitter, and then my Facebook. Let's start off with Discord. In the Discord server, I basically fixed Nightbot and got Nightbot working. Well, it was never broken, it's just I was too lazy to kind of do anything about it. You know, we get very lazy sometimes. So, what I have been doing with Nightbot is, of course, I got a Nightbot now to basically send out an announcement in my server whenever I go live, or wait, scratch that, not when I go live, whenever I upload to my VOD archive channel. If for those that don't know what VOD archive is, basically my channel where I upload all my previous live streams to, and I also got it to send an announcement out when I upload my, when I upload to this channel. So when I upload to this channel, it will then send out a notification. So by the time you're watching this video, it'll be up in my Discord server. Now with my Instagram, I have never really used Instagram in the first place, like I never have. So I'm starting to use it now because with whatever's going on with Twitter, well, we ain't gonna mention what's going on with Twitter. Point is, I'm now going to start using my Instagram a bit more to help me out. So I'll basically be posting maybe my short stories on there, but I'm not for sure. I'll post my short stories on there sometimes, maybe images here and there, but that's all. I will also be uploading some VR chat pictures, that which is the game that I'm in right now. I will be uploading pictures that I take in VR chat on there as well. And that's really about it with my Instagram account. Twitter, the main account that I use, the account that you all know that I'm on every single day. I am going to start to be more active again on that account. I'll be sending the link on there whenever I go live or whenever I upload video. I'll also be posting my short stories mainly over there. So that way, that's where you guys will go. Although if you see my avatar freeze, that headset right now is having issues. So yeah. But yeah, that's what I'll be doing with my Twitter account. So I'll be taking pictures, I'll be uploading videos, or not uploading videos, sending links to videos there, and the link to my Twitch channel over there as well. I will also be trying to record skits and whatnot, and maybe also posting them on Twitter. I might post them on TikTok. Probably. I do have a TikTok account, but I barely use it. So, yeah, it is what it is. Then my Facebook account. To be honest with you, I don't like using the Facebook account because my Facebook account is kind of like, you know, my actual like, you know, thing. So I don't like using Facebook. I will post some of my short stories there. I already posted one on there actually, and that's the short story of my villain. But again, I'll be posting that short story over on my Twitter. And if you're in my Discord server, you will get a chance to see the short story after I post all the other streamers that I've written prior to it. So yeah, so I won't be using my Facebook as much anymore, that is subjected to change, but that's just for personal reasons, for me personally. But it's not like, you know, me saying that. That's just kind of what I am saying. So I will not be using my Facebook as much, but I will still post some short stories that I write on there, and that's all you guys need to know. So yeah, that's basically all the updates of what's been going on, of what I've been doing. So we're going to go ahead and get into Tycme's short story. Alright, so before we get into Tycme's short story, I do want to make a few things clear. I will not be telling the short story of them. This is basically a mere brief summary explaining a few things in the short story. Just to make that clear. Also, if you don't know who Tycme is, the link to their Twitter, not their Twitter, their link to their Twitch account will be down below in the description. And as a short brief summary of them, they are basically a VR chat streamer and an entertainer. They are very chill, super funny and hilarious. Like honestly, they almost had me falling out of my seat one time. They would definitely make your day a lot better if you go check them out. So, on to the short story. So, the short story is about, of course, Tycme. Although, I have nicknamed them Ty for the short story purposes. In the short story, their nickname, of course, is Captain Cutie, the pink blur for a very good reason, and then of course Ty. They are a Xenix human that is at least, as I would say, 23 years old. Yeah, that's right, they're 23 years old. I may change that later on, but this is what they're set in stone for right now. Of course, their race, however, is a beast human. A little bit more detail on that later. But their class is a Xenix human. Of course, beast, or the beast that they are, is Neko. Their class, however, is a Xenix human because they have more stuff as like in their DNA as like technology in a sense. So from this point on, I'm going to make it simple and easy. Of course, they'll be classified as a Xenix human from this point on, just to make it more simple and easy. Which is why I have the class, not as their race. Of course, they're about 5'7", so they're 5 feet tall. You know, a little bit shorter than me. Their weight is 159 for good reason, because again, their height. Now, of course, their personality in the short story, I tried to base it off of the actual streamer themselves, but also implement stuff that I gave them in my short story. So, of course, they are a very strong and steadfast leader, which is, again, because they watch out for everybody. They make sure everybody in their group is alright, and of course, they know that you have a problem. They will give their best advice for you to, you know, not want to hear, but going to have to take. They are calm in most situations. There are times when they can get a little bit more angry, mainly when it comes to their children. Like I mentioned before, they make sure everybody around them is alright. If I take breaks here and there, of course, like I said, I'm reading this off. I'm reading this off as I go because I cannot remember this for like me. Surprisingly. And of course, they love their daughters, but do not, and when I say this, please, for love that, do not let the cuteness fool you. Trust me, Ty may be cute, but behind that cuteness, is a full on, it's a whole nother side to him. Like the old saying, there's always two sides to every coin. Now, of course, as for stuff that appears in the short story, we have, of course, my enforcers. These guys will basically appear in the short story. As a brief summary of what they are, the enforcers are basically the police units of the Xenix humans. Keyword, of the Xenix humans, not of the other human race. So not of the beast humans and not of the omnis humans, which more on the omnis humans and pure human and beast human later on. Just the Xenix humans. They will, however, if there's an omnis human that's causing problems, they will not hesitate to kill you on sight. So that's what this unit is. This right now, what you see on screen is just a, a standard enforcer soldier. They're not really special, but don't please do not think of them as like your everyday average Marine. Trust me, they can be very deadly and get the job done. Next thing we got up that appears in here is the ship. The ship, of course, this is only just one of few many, and this is just the small, keyword, small, as I would call it, destroyer. So yeah, this is just a small destroyer ship that does float around in the sky, as shown in the picture right here. Of course, we then have Ty with glowing eyes. This is basically their power. Their power, of course, is kind of like my main character, but in a sense, kind of different. What I mean is, their eyes will basically glow, and they'll have pink electricity appear around them, which is why, again, I said that they're classified as Xenix humans, because they revolve around electricity, and are able to pull out, 2 guns out of their backpack with silencers on them, and their electricity amplifies the gun itself. Of course, I only have a small portion of it being demonstrated here, of it being fully detailed, because their character is kind of part of the main story, at least during one of the arcs of the main story. Next thing we got up is, of course, this guy. This is a heavy enforcer soldier. They are meant to handle Xenix humans that are more like on the heavy side, like those that are really powerful and hard to deal with. And then of course we have my favorite person of them all, the man in white. Now, for those that are watching this and may have already read my short story on Facebook, please do not comment below of what he actually is. I will post his short story later on. As for those that don't know, this guy right here, you'll see him appearing a lot in these next few short stories that I'll be posting here, at least after I explain them in the video. Of course, I will probably do them differently than this, because I really haven't done that very much a good job. I think I have, at least, better be honest with you guys than be, not really honest. But yeah, this guy right here is very important. He is basically, I guess I could say this, he's the antagonist in a way, because, well, not here in this situation, but of course he's the antagonist in a way. As you see here, well, imagine him, like you guys can't see it. He basically likes to make deals. Ooh, what? He basically likes to make deals with a bunch of the characters that will become antagonists for my main character to kind of fight. So that's basically what he is. As for more information about him, you will find out again in his short story. But let's go ahead and get that on out of here. So yeah, that is kind of about it for at least my short story breakdown of these Tycmes. Of course, once this video does go up on our YouTube channel, I will be probably working on the storytelling version of the actual story, or the actual short story, with maybe a few hints and details being thrown here and there. Because I'm going to be going back and just reproofing it first, and then that's it. Of course, for those that are like, for you guys, the viewers, and for those that are in my chats on stream, I am working on you guys' characters right now, but it's going to be a bit of a while before we get to that, or before I get to that. If you want to know where I got most of that art from, it mainly came from Novel AI, of course, so, you know, I've been basically using that just to, you know, get the reference at least for some of the characters and whatnot to post and put in my story. Now, if you're curious and maybe want to read this potentially, I would recommend maybe going down below to join my Discord server, and then you'll be able to read the rest of the actual short story there, or you can wait a bit and then check out the video when I put it up on my channel. And well, that's really about it. I thank you all for coming. If you enjoyed today's content, please like and subscribe. I know it's been a little bit boring and dull, and we had a lot of scuff moments in here, but that's part of the fun of it. By the time that you guys probably do watch it, I'm most likely will be streaming on Twitch, or well, I may be asleep. But other than that, please go down below, follow my Twitter, just follow my Twitch, or subscribe on YouTube if you like the content what I'm doing, and probably a chance for me to, you know, come to you guys and have you guys give me comment and feedback on my short stories, what I could do better, or have a chance for you guys also, maybe one of you and viewer right now, to be a part of it. Anyways, I'll see y'all later. Have a good night, and bye.